Take the Lincoln Tunnel through Weehawken, through Secaucus, across the Hackensack River, and you'll arrive, as we have, at MetLife Stadium at East Rutherford, New Jersey. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Buffalo Bills and the New York Jets. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. He'll buy some time right. Oh, he's going to air it out right. He's got a man. Complete. And finally, he's taken down at the 18. A big play there on the first play of the game. 55 yards. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so. Here's Elliott. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
And it's third down.
Trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of one.
Brings up fourth down.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. Throwing, Prescott. This is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
Touchdown, Buffalo.
Stephon Diggs. His second touchdown on the season. And the Bills take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive.
It is good.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
They'll start the drive with Harris. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Mahomes firing complete, and he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They go play fake. Mahomes. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
First down.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And the Jets are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. First and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. And again, it's Mahomes. Flushed out right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to bring up a fourth down. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on fourth and goal. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Evan Ingram. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And his kick is good.
That ties the game at 7.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is Tony Pollard. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
First down carry by Elliott. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here.
The ball carrier.
A gain of 3, second down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
And finding the tight end Hooper. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
16 yards, a first down. After the penalty, it's Elliott. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
To number 2. A gain of 21 yards. First down, Bills.
On first down. It's Elliott, and he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
8-yard line. A 3-yard pickup.
Second and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? The Bills with the football as we start quarter number 2, as they've got it second and 7. They'll run with Elliott. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. Third and 5. Elliott. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
A gain of 3 yards. It's now 4th down.
They'll run it with Elliott. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Ezekiel Elliott. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bills have taken the lead.
Oh, This is what I love about calling these games. 4th and goal. This is all about leverage, who wants it more, and who's going to get it done at the point of attack, the line of scrimmage.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now on 2nd and 13, Mahomes. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
1st and 10 at the 39.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. That's going to be caught. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A big play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jets can take the lead now with the extra point.
Makes the score.
Gold with the extra point, and with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. On 2nd and 9, Prescott. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by Leonard Floyd. And he brings this one back. It's a pick-6 and a Jet touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is up to 8. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they gave up the pick-6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession.
He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
And he's able to find Diggs. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 21 yards there. A big play on fourth down.
First down, Buffalo.
Prescott on first down. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
16 yards.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. Now Elliott. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
13 yards remaining on second down. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Quick hitter here. It's complete.
Prescott.
That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
A gain of 7 yards. And it's third down.
So third down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Got his man, that's Tyrell Williams. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on fourth. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, Prescott rolling to his right. And it's caught over the middle, Hooper. And the Bills are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal. Now Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
The ball carrier.
Ezekiel Elliott with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And his guy's now just a 2-point conversion away from tying us up.
The kick is good.
A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And this is now a 1-point game. So we're back to a 1-point game now as the kickoff comes. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. Running room at the 50. Look out. He's past the 30. He will score.
Touchdown.
It's been a back-and-forth game. A lot of points on the board. And that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Hey, you've seen both teams go at it. And as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming. And that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something? And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. On 3rd down, Elliott. Room past the 20. And he is finally out of bounds across midfield at the 40-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 52 yards. A first down throw for Prescott. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Prescott looks to throw on first. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Sliding out of the pocket. That one going to be complete to David Moore. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They had 2 straight first downs. Now a gain of 9 to set up 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Mahomes to throw once more. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 30. Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by Gold is good. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 46. They go play action. Now Mahomes. He'll find Smith-Schuster again. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Now a throw here to his running back. And down inside the 15 he goes. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Steven Nelson.
There to make the tackle, Steven Nelson.
Gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 13.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete. Mahomes took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Now it's Mahomes again. And that is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes, eluding the pressure right. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
The throw complete here to Williams. It'll be a pickup of 12 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. This is Elliott. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
If these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Off behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
Made at the 6-yard line.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
And again, it's Mahomes. Flush to his right. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. DeAndre Hopkins. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
First down, Prescott. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. But it's going to be second down. And that throw behind his man, he missed him. Incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
And it's 3rd down.
Now Prescott. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
14-yard line.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And the Jets are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Throwing now is Mahomes toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Evan Ingram was the intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
To 2nd and goal.
Now here's Mahomes. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. DeAndre Hopkins. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead.
It is good.
And he's able to put it through.
Score Jets 44. Bills 20.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown.
Touchdown, Jets.
This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Taken down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. And it brings up 3rd down.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott going deep for Diggs. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Here's Harris. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Brought down.
Sheldon Richardson there to make the play. Now they'll throw with Mahomes.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
9 yards, and that leaves them just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. The Jets on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
They'll go. It's Edwards-Helaire, and he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on fourth. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
And 6.
Watch 23, watch 23.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a first down to boot. And they run the option here on 1st and 10. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage. And
he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And this Jet offense starting to run away with this one. Gold with the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more.
20.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now Pollard. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And it's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
A gain of 19 yards. First down, Bills.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And my goodness, another interception. Adrian Amos with a pick.
Come on, bring it, baby.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick-6 and a Jet touchdown.
Jets.
Oh, this is becoming tough to watch. I don't know that I've seen 3 pick-6s from the same quarterback in the same game.
And I know that many are going to scream at the coach about why did you let him stay out there to throw those. But truthfully, what are the odds that you're going to throw 3 pick-6s in a game? You want to leave them out there so they can work through some of the rough stuff.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And you hate to see this for them, but they're looking at yet another loss to begin this season. Things really going from bad to worse as they trip. And now here is another interception. Adrian Amos with a pick. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. It's a foot race. The 20. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown.
Mason Crosby.
This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Dak dropping this one off for Zeke. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 7 yards on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
We got 4. We got 4.
Prescott off play action. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
They've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
And with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did.
On downs.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. They were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Mahomes going to throw it here. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. 4 receivers now. 3 to the right, 1 to the left. Second down and 4.
Second and 4.
Mahomes to throw once more. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts.
First and 10.
That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10.
Hey, here we go. Mike 5. Mike 5. I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school. 5's the Mike.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. This will be caught just inside the 10. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Mahomes going to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill. But remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. One last shot now for Prescott. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. He was looking for Michael Pittman that time. And it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down. And 10 yards to go.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And that will write a finish to this ball game.